One of the most important things you can do in this game is rank up, and today we're going to talk about Spec Ops 4. This one is kind of crazy, and I've seen a lot of people asking me about this, because when you hit level 40, of course, you unlock the next Spec Ops rank, and this one is really tricky, because the enemies are decently sized, and not only that, they also drop a poison on you, and that can be really problematic. I will have a video coming out probably tomorrow. I'm kind of behind, not really, I'm way ahead of the curve. I've got like 20 videos out. Anyway, I'm kind of behind with what I wanted to do, but a video covering do you need sustains in this game, because the general sentiment from a lot of the player base that I've seen, and maybe this has shifted over the last day and a half, is that you don't need them. You can kind of blitz through content, which is pure DPS, and supports, of course, to help with that. But while that's mostly true, it's also not completely true. I suppose there's a reality where you could massively overlevel your characters and not have to deal with stuff like this, or the max difficulty stuff you would unlock after clearing this, and you just blitz through it with that, right? And yeah, that's certainly a possibility. But for a lot of players, they're not going to, overlevel and then come back and then do, because the whole point of this is so you can have a quicker time of progressing your characters. Anyway, so unless your characters are like massively under-leveled, though, that's a whole different thing. But I do think there's value in those characters. And then, like I mentioned before in my videos, a lot of the character, I flat out don't think there's any bad characters in the game. A lot of the characters have interesting niche use cases. So, for example, I'm going to throw some names at you. You could use the two bald guys, AG and KG. They both have stuns that could be useful here. These enemies, there's 4 of them. They're going to drop poisons on you with 2 of their skills. And that's problematic because the poison does a lot of damage. There's also buff removers or debuffer removers, buff clearer, cleanser, whatever. And those are characters you can use. I haven't tried this, but you may also be able to just kind of blitz through with stronger, like a stronger Esau, because Esau, I guess, you don't need to like 3 diamond or whatever it's called in this game. You don't need to do any like a perfect clear, no allies go down. You just need to clear it, right? But Esau also has that revive on the second dupe, so some of this stuff is variable. It changes a good bit. I'm using Kafka for no reason in particular, just because I want to get some return on my investment. I put a lot into him. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But today we are mainly focusing on the other 2 SR characters or 4-star characters on my team. So Akari, Akari's interesting because she's a healer. That's great, right? That's the primary reason that she's here. She's going to help me offset that as well. However, she also does have a chance to remove a status ailment. It's a 35% fixed chance to randomly remove one from the status ailments from this unit. So if she happens to get that, she could pull that off. So that's helpful to help her sustain better. But again, it's more so about the healing. And with her, I chose to put on the uniparts for healing. I also chose to put on the weapon that helps her with healing. So she's going to be good. Actually, I put a unipart for ultimate gauge, so she can get to that a little bit faster. That also has the effect resistance in there, more HP. And she has a stat increase for healing multiplier and HP as well. Dude, this is so obnoxious. I can't wait till this game comes out on Steam. I'm not even moving, and it decides to connect and disconnect on its own. All right, so moving on from that, the next character that we're focusing on is Hoshina. Hoshina has an effect here on his combat skill. He can actually take a debuff off of his battle buddy. So that's massive. Obviously, Hoshina gets a lot of talk for his own, like, actual, like, 55% here at the current level. By the way, I don't have all my skills leveled up. I am working on that. That is very, very tedious, okay? I don't think people realize how tedious it is to, within a week, max out characters. Like, multiple characters in multiple ways. So, I'm doing it, okay? I'm getting there. But ultimately, though, yeah, he has that. That's useful. You could take that poison off. Lastly, I believe there's one other character, and that's Haruichi. I forget his name. He's also got a effect here. After doing a follow-up, he removes one of a single ally's debuffs. I think that's the only other thing that he has, other than, of course, like debuffing attack. He debuffs speed. Removes a buff on the enemy themselves if they pick up a buff, which is actually useful. There are enemies that will do like this charge thing and pick up their attack. In fact, there's probably one on this stage. So Haruichi is probably a really good character for this. But again, the primary thing we're doing is we're trying to blitz through with the healing of Akari. Gen and Kafka will be supplying us with most of our damage, particularly, of course, when he's Kaiju number 8. And then Hoshina will be he won't really do any damage, but he'll be supporting as well and be able to cleanse Narumi as well if Narumi undertakes a poison. But otherwise, we need to mainly be focusing on the enemies that will be giving us poisons. We need to make sure that we're dealing with them ASAP, plate breaking, and just kind of moving on. You may be able... The only thing that I think can kind of change this as well, and maybe there's a character that I freaking did it again. Maybe there's a character that I am overlooking. So if there is one, please let me know. I don't know every character's kit by default off the top of my head. It's too soon to commit everything to memory. But you may be able to clear it with like a speed blitz team, right? You just have to keep that momentum though for 3 waves. However, actually, do you? There was only 4 of these. So this is just the first wave. So once you get through the first wave, actually, once you get through the first wave, you should be fine, right? I'm pretty sure that there was only, it doesn't show me. I'm pretty sure there was only 4 of these guys. So once you get through the first wave, you should be fine. What classification are they? Are they mini? They are miniature kaiju. Okay, so here's another thing. Here's another thing. I'm bringing the wrong kaiju number 8 into this, right? Because doesn't the other kaiju number 8 and also Hoshina, since they're mini, Hoshina 5-star would be good too, and he also has that AOE too. So Hoshina 5-star is probably really good. I didn't even consider that they're mini. Let me just back up really quick. Okay, yeah, kaiju number 8 has that instant elite. The other kaiju number 8, of course. Let me pull that up here. So this skill, I haven't worked on him much. When attacking a miniature that's less than 50%, he will delete them, right? So you've got to get them to 50%. It doesn't just start off that way. But that's not the hardest thing to do. He will delete them at that point. And then like I was mentioning, Hoshina, he does extra damage here, and then he also has his own crit rate stuff, action order stuff. So Hoshina is a good character as well. So I was sleeping on them. Not really. I just didn't dawn on me. But I'm still going to stick with my team. But I wanted to show you guys that. So... I forgot to check the stupid enemies. I'm pretty sure it's just 4, though. All right, let's go in again. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up, you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you tune in to the streams. We do stream. I'm going to be doing a stream probably tonight as well. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to actually just go for a buff here on Gen. We're going to start attacking the first one with Kafka here. Who's the first one? Okay, I forget you could do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this. And now we're going to get going with Gen. Okay, doesn't really matter. They're all getting pushed to the back because Gen's ridiculous here. Just plate breaking. Just ridiculous plate breaking, so. See, this is why I said, like, it wouldn't be the hardest thing. We're already kind of set up already. It wouldn't be the hardest thing to get Kaiju number 8, the 50% threshold, to just delete. Because it's not, there's not even a stipulation on it. It's just when you hit 50, you're good, right? It's not even like there's a 75%. It's just going to happen. So, unless they can resist it, I don't know. That needs to be seen, but I don't think so. All right, they're all core exposed. I'm going to drop a defense down on this Kaiju, this Kaiju here. I was going to say Kaiju number 8. All right, let's get going there. I am just going to keep going. I need to get my ultimate with Narumi. 977, huh? Okay. That's fine. He's going to get broken right back, so. Hope you enjoyed coming up. Go right back down. All right. Okay, perfect. Core exposed, everything. We're good. We've also got Kaiju number 8's transformation here. Gonna go for that, then Q Kaiju. Kaiju number 8's AoE would also be kind of solid here. That would be kind of solid. So we're gonna go for it. Nice. We're gonna set this up. Who's first? It's you. Okay, perfect. We need to get the heal going as well. Did literally nothing but speed up, so okay. Crit damage speed up. We need to get the heal going, but unfortunately she's not ready. Which one is this? I'll do that. Okay. I should have moved over one slot to hit the guy on the end, but it's fine. The other end anyway, but it's fine. 870. 950. You see how hard they hit as well? Like, that's kind of annoying. They come up and they just start hitting really hard. Oh, we have a poison. We are probably going to get screwed here. I think Hoshino's going to go down. We have a poison here. I think Hoshino will go down. That's my fault, though. I didn't manage my SP. I didn't manage my SP because I needed to heal. Oh, Gen went down. Even better. So you see how this is problematic? You see how this is problematic? Okay, so this first run, while those characters are good, this first run wasn't it. So what I'm going to do is we are going to, I mean, maybe I could have done it if I managed better, but it's fine. We're going to return, or retreat, excuse me. And I'm going to actually swap Kafka out. I need more damage. Kafka's fine. I need more damage. So we're going to actually just go back in and put Reno in. I don't have Reno fully invested. It's not because he's not great, not arguably the best character in the game, but because I chose to prioritize the Kafka for a video. Content creator, right? So he's got the level 80 unlock limit, so he got the extra bonuses for that, but he doesn't have the 80 stats in there. But he should be fine. We'll see. So yeah, I prioritized Kafka. That's my problem. There's too many god dang attackers. So, all right. All right, so we have enough SP to get going here, of course. So, all right. Okay, let's push these guys back. And we'll go there. We'll get a break here. And this guy's gonna hit us, but it's not the worst thing because I'll just follow that with an Akari heal, which I mean, using her. Ooh, that's not great. Oh, she's got so much HP though. She's got a lot of HP. I wonder if she could pull that off on her own though. Let's go ahead and buff Reno. Recovery. We will get that going on, I guess, her, because I kind of don't really have much of a choice here. I would love it if she pulled that off, though, but she didn't, so kind of didn't really have much of a choice there. $950 again. I like how they're aggroing her. She needs that stealth ability, or the one that reduces aggro on her that SR or 4-star Kikaru has. That would be great on her. It's a little early, but I'm going to throw it anyway, just to get this out of the way so I can charge another. We are going to attack here. So annoying that she keeps taking that damage. Even more annoying is I have to keep using that to buff her up. We just don't do a lot of damage. This is where, again, the skill leveling is good, but it's not even that at this point. They're just super tanky. I mean, that would help. Don't get me wrong. It's just they're very tanky, right? I'll pull that and then load this. And let's see if I get freezes. Freezes! I did get one on the primary. I guess that's better than none. A poison there. And they're going to hit him again, huh? Oh, no. Oh, my God. 3,500! Bro, never let them cook with this stage again, bro. Never let them cook with this stage again. This stage is ridiculous. Never let them cook with this stage again, bro. This is a dumb stage. It's actually a dumb stage. Because remember, this is wave 1. This is actually a dumb stage. You know what? You know what? You may need double sustain for this. or Haruichi. And that's another thing too. God damn it, it's so hard to build characters up. If I'm gonna, like, for example, I just put a lot into Akari. If she doesn't wind up being the solution and I want to pivot off of her to Haruichi, well, I gotta refresh my stamina another 15 times. Oh man, you know who's the answer? It's gotta be Kaiju. Because the delete is too strong. Or maybe we need another support with Mina. That could be a thing too. I mean, really, again, also, Hoshina should do good here with that AoE. Okay. I came back from being out after working on Akari and thought pretty definitively we'd be able to beat this, for the record. But no, this is just not it right now. There's not enough output. So I'm going to... It broke again. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who am I going to grab? Which one am I going to build? I keep hitting the wrong button. You guys can't see that because it broke. It's going to fix again. I will grab one of those other two attackers. I just don't know which one I want. I've got a dupe in both of them. I would drop Hoshina off. I mean, I like the cleanse. I could also technically bring Gen up more. The instant delete, though, is just really strong. I think I would prioritize that, to be honest. Because at the bare minimum, I know he's going to get rid of them. And how many... well, actually, the real question is how many of the rest of them are actually miniature, too? That's another question. Hold on. There was only 4. Mid-size... So, there's miniatures on the last one. 2 waves, 2 on the last one. Or somewhere in there. I don't know if they're going to be these trichophilia guys with one of them. I don't know. What the hell, man? I'm so sorry about that. I'm not doing anything. I'm not moving. It's just deciding it wants to stop. I've got to figure out why it's doing that. I think Kaiju may be the answer. Ironically, I think it's Kaiju. Well, like I said, Hoshina's got value. He would do good here. Like, if you've got a super built-up Hoshina, more built up than my Gen is, I think he'd be good here. But I just think the 50% threshold and then insta delete is fine. But that is a problem. Don't get me wrong, because he has to lap 4 times to do that. That's the problem. Maybe I'm putting too much into that. I just want to get the enemies off the board. That's why. I mean, technically, you could go both. You could technically go both. You could technically go both with Gen. Those 2 with Gen and Akari. I think if you ran those 4, those 2, Gen and Akari, you win this. For the record. I think you win this. Hoshina, Kaiju. It's just... I don't have the goddamn stamina, bro. Because I've already refreshed my stamina like 15 times today. Not really, but I'm starting to hit the stupid... Yeah, 300. Goddamn. Stop. Huh. Okay. Well, you guys won't see any difference, but I'm going... I have to go anyway. Somebody's coming over my house. But I'm going to spend some time. I legitimately thought that we were going to sit down and clear this. I'm going to spend some time and work on the attacker. Maybe 2. I guess we'll see. And then I'll go in and see if I can clear it, and then I'll show you what I did. Because you can replay it, so I'll do that. But I thought for sure we were going to clear this. All right, I'll be right back. Well, I'm not sure why this one, I'm just going to keep having stupid issues. And the funny thing is, I'm not new to content creation. I've got so many videos, but for whatever reason, this phone does not want to work well. So anyway, the footage should be fine, but my audio is gone. And there's nothing I can do to fix it. So otherwise I could go back to the cable. Anyway, I'll just put a backing track. So I've got stuff to figure out with this. I just wish this game would work on PC. If it had its Steam client, I wouldn't be having this problem. Nothing would matter. But I digress. Okay. So ultimately the thing here is a couple of things happen. So firstly, the characters, you need to level them up. Like they can't be like 60 unlocked. Like they need to be leveled because they just get hit too hard. They start taking too much damage. And so that's very important. So make sure your characters are leveled. If you need more survivability, Esau is a thing. I guess you could go to him if you need to. But I'm personally just going to try to blitz through this as quickly as I can. So most of this is all also reliant on Gen. Gen is a huge lifter here because he is able to do all the plate breaking for us. And he makes it just so much more efficient than it would be without him. Too busy talking, and I chose the wrong kaiju from the jump. So the other guy in the end is the one I needed to be targeting, but it's fine. And another big thing is when we start picking up poisons, it's actually not as problematic as you would think. Who's this one? It's that one. Yeah, like I thought. Yeah, it's not as problematic as you would think when we start picking up poisons. This charges her own... okay, to the target. Okay. I will give that to Gen. Take the hit. Nice. Gonna get this attack there. There's a break. And Gen is also extremely important because he is my most invested in damage dealer. And so, like I said, he's efficient with the plate breaking 1. 2, since he's my most efficient damage dealer, he is the one that's going to set up Kaiju number 8 for the kill. So he's going to get them low enough, and Kaiju number 8 is going to be the one that does it. And so who can you swap in there? You could also bring 5-star Hoshina, for example. I'm sure he could do the same thing if he is heavily invested in. He could be your character that you put in that role and does the same thing for you. So the whole thing is, again, putting the characters in a state where they are below the 50% threshold, and Kaiju number 8 will come in and he will clean up. In my attempt to do this, in my test, I had Kaiju number 8 actually be the one to sweep all 4 of these characters. Yeah, all 4 of them. Gen put them all low enough, and then it just took us time, right? And he just came in and swept them all. So obviously that's a 1-by-1 thing, so you get the idea. All right. So I wonder if we can get one here. If he is, it's going to be kind of close. Yeah, I don't know if that's close. We'll see right here if it says the icon. No, that's not good enough. Okay. So he's not at 50. They're like at like 51 or something stupid like that. So in this case, I can actually probably do this and maybe push 1 just low enough right here that I can delete it. My Hoshina does literally negative damage, so it's not a surprise. What about here? Okay, that's good enough. See what I mean here? Kaiju number 8 is just going to delete this. This thing's at 50 or below. It would be nice if there was an indicator, but there is an indicator that he will defeat this. So he's going to do the max 9s and knock it out. Okay, so that's 1 off the board. This other one is also going to be in a position to get deleted right here. Actually, both of these characters will. So that's great. So we can focus over here and start pushing this one down. I could also pull the ultimate, actually. I don't have to let Kaiju number 8 do it. I'm just trying to showcase his value. Akari's about halfway through her life pool. That's fine, though. Kaiju number 8's going to pop in here, and he's going to take poison damage. It's not going to be that much, though. Yeah, 48 damage. So, yeah, I'm not really worried about that. It might as well not even be there. All right. So we will actually just defeat the closest one. Who's the closest one? Okay, you. So that's kind of a waste. He's so low already, man. I think we could get the other one. Let's be greedy here. I think we could get the other one here. Or not. Or not. Okay, so we're going to actually just heal her. It's not a huge deal. We could take this one out next turn. He didn't get poisoned there. That's great. Okay, so we are fine. All's well. Okay. Well, this one's just too high. Kaiju number 8 won't be able to do his thing here. I mean, I could actually queue up a Kaiju number 8 ultimate on this one. Damn, that's going to push him. Look how much damage this is going to do. He must be critting here. This might as well, it almost is going to kill him. It might as well. He did not crit. Wow. If he had got a crit, he would have knocked him out. God, that's so good. All right. We were going to go ahead and just defeat the next one, which is you. And we'll just, I guess, reserve the rest of that stuff. We'll throw this here. We'll get the healing back. Doesn't hurt. She's got a good multiplier, so this should bring full HP back. 700, that should be full. She's got so much HP now that she didn't even get full investment. It's not a big deal that she doesn't do any damage there because that's another turn where we can get another SP point, so I don't mind that. Okay, 2 of these ugly dudes popped in here. That's fine. But since we made it through, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. We are going to buff up Gen. Gen's got his ultimate. Actually, I'm going to throw it relatively early. And the reason why is so I can get it back sooner. Kaiju number 8's doing really good damage here. Yeah, I'm going to do this and then throw the ult right after. Or do I do it after Hoshina? Hoshina can get a break. Actually, Hoshina can get 2 breaks. So, Kaiju number 8's not going to be able to do his thing. These are not miniature sized. I think they're mid-sized. He's critting, but it's doing negative damage. That's funny. Okay. So we now can push you just a smidge lower. That's normal damage. We're going to get the ultimate here. By the way, this game needs an ultimate cancel because if you accidentally do that, you can't turn that off. Is it the most likely thing that you're going to accidentally do it? No, but it actually happened to me yesterday. I accidentally touched it on the side just on accident. Maybe there's something I missed, but once you activate it, it's up. I mean, the only other thing you could do is probably close the game and reopen it and have it resume. He's going to delete him here. And now the last wave. Are those mini kaijus on the side? They are. So I can actually delete those 2 on the sides. Yeah, we could delete those 2. That's actually really important to know. Let's get a buff going. We will start with our plate breaking. Oh, what is the purple? Is the purple element? Oh no, I didn't even think about that. That's not good. We may still be able to blitz through this just because the 50%, but that means I'm going to focus the other guys now. I didn't even think about the fact they have elemental. This will make him aggro Kaiju number 8. That is not good at all. I'm going to pop this ultimate here. So we're not going to be able to break these dudes because we don't have any elements. Trying to push this one to 50%, so next time Kaiju number 8 takes a turn, he'll be able to delete it. Got crits, nice. 24k, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like I said before with Kaiju number 8, he's clearly extremely strong. And he's great as like a single target damage boss type character, right? That's what he is. That's very, very, very clearly apparent. So that is his main use case. And honestly, in this fight, he is the reason we are winning this. I mean, both of my characters that are doing the damage have their role, but Kaiju number 8 is the one that's doing it. He's clearly the main MVP of this. And so if you are somebody that thinks Kaiju number 8 is the best character in the game, this video is your proof, right? I mean, I personally don't think so, but that doesn't matter. This video is your proof. Take it and run with it because he looks awesome. He does. We're going to keep on going down here. How much are you going to do to me? Who is he aiming at? Who is the aggro? How do I see that? Locks onto a single target. Who is taking this hit? Is there a debuff or something? Oh, it's her, isn't it? Yep. I saw she has like a red outline, or maybe that's the background. No, that's the background. Never mind. It does say lock on, though. She's going to be the one to take this hit. But that's fine. She'll have her ultimate, so she should live it. I'm not worried about it. She should live it, or I will be livid. Dad jokes. All right. We're going to go here. Yeah, this is your proof, man. And I also, since I did all this investment in Kaiju, I will be doing a showcase for him, in which he'll look even better than this. Shoot, we may even come back to this stage. I don't know. Can I force him to attack Kaiju number 8 with this? I bet I can with the normal attack. I bet I can, even though he's locked on, right? Maybe, but I don't mind that. If Akari has to go down here, she has to go down here. I'm not going to draw the aggro off. I will let this one hit Kaiju number 8 though. Yeah, 130. I don't think he would have done anything, to be honest. I'm actually going to throw this on Akari here, just so to guarantee she gets the ultimate. I feel like she would have anyway, but just to guarantee it. I'm pretty positive she would. And in fact, I could have checked the numbers. I'm pretty positive she would have got it regardless. So maybe a bit of a waste, but not the worst thing. It's fine. Okay, that one is like quite literally right at 50%. I'm going to do this at oh, I don't have to, because we have our, I have to do a normal to save SP, so I'm going to do that. But we do have the ultimate. So that's great. So Kaiju number 8 will be able to guarantee kill that other Kaiju now. So we're going to focus our damage on the big boy here. Kind of annoying my sound isn't working. How much? 2,900. But she ate it though. Dude, she lived it. All that HP. And goodbye. Goodbye. She lived it though. That's great. All right, so we're going to actually set up Kaiju a little bit here. Going to get some stuff going. I'll let her buff herself. I mean, we've got this in the bag, though, for the record. The ultimate is a single target move, right? I'm pretty positive. So he has, that was effectively an ultimate damage buff. I can do this, right? Single damage, target damage. All these are STs. So what I'll do is I'll go combat and then immediately into the ultimate while he's doing the animation. Okay, this should wipe right here. Yeah, that's killing him. Look at the icons there. Kaiju number 8 for the win, baby. Look at all these buffs he has, too. Look at the stats one, yeah. But look at the buffs. He's got 5 stacks on Fighting Spirit, which also increases the ultimate damage multiplier. He's got the crit rate up 15%. He's got the single target damage up 50%. Blast attack is irrelevant. And then he's just got his own passive stuff. So, attack up, all that stuff, right? So, okay, let's do it. And then he also got the extra buffs for using the ultimate, correct? I'd have to go back and confirm. Whoo, no crits. Okay, Kaiju number 8. Welcome in. You are the missing link. All right, that's pretty cool. But I got left in the dust again. You're the one that won it. Yeah, Kaiju number 8 was the missing link. So here's the deal. Let's talk about this now. Now that we've cleared it, in hindsight, right? Let's talk about this in hindsight. Let's get out of here. Who were the characters that were most valuable to me? What is in this? What is this? Show me it. I don't typically mind buying those. I will be buying this because I used like twice that amount of gems to push Kaiju number 8 for the record. Like, it's ridiculous. Look at my gem count. I'm serious. I'm at 600. How much was I at in the beginning of this video? And that was actually me having already burned like 1,000 to bring up whoever we replaced, or was I don't know. We replaced somebody. It was somebody else I was considering. Anyway, that was yesterday. Hindsight. So again, Gen was huge. However, here's the thing. I think you could do without Hoshina. In fact, I'm pretty positive if you drop Hoshina for an elemental hitter, Reno or otherwise, you probably run through that faster. Why? Well, Gen will still do he'll still do good damage. He'll still have his efficient plate breaking. Akari is there as a support if needed. She can help you with healing. right? If needed. She's kind of just there otherwise, but she can help you with that, okay? And then with another damage dealer in that slot, again, that could be Hoshino, I guess, but you really want an elemental. So again, Reno is the one that comes to mind. You would have plate breaking coverage on the final round, but you would have more consistent overall damage. With Reno, you'd have the adjacent hit as well. And so you'd push them below the 50 faster for Kaiju number 8. So you'd probably cut your time. I don't know about in half, but you'd cut your time. So regardless, we cleared it, but you could clear it, I think, faster / more efficiently with something like that. Now, you could also push Kaiju higher, push his skills higher. You could push Ren, Geno, whoever higher, and you'd have good success too. Now, I threw him out there a few times. If you were to use my exact team, do I think you could swap out Gen for Hoshino? I do. I don't think they have like they didn't have like a specific shot damage weakness. I'm pretty positive they did not have a shot damage weakness. You can go back there. Where's it at? Is it in the missions? I'm saving these for the record. Somebody told me to spend them. I'm saving them for a rainy day, man. I don't know when that'll be, but one day I'll need those gems. Okay, yes, I know I went up. Thank you. Training difficulty goes up. Weapon limit, character limit. Cool. Yeah, that's not no. So we're good. So you just, yeah, and you do need a blunt hitter too. So that's where Kaiju is beneficial. So yeah, I think you could do that and you would be fine. And he's also got that strength against weakness. I think you'd be fine, to be honest. Like Gen is great, but I think you could do that if you don't have Gen for whatever reason. You probably also could maybe go double Kaiju. I don't know. That's maybe pushing it. But hopefully this video was entertaining. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And it was fun for me, especially to see Kaiju just dominating. That man he was the clear MVP of that round. Like, it's not even close. He was the clear MVP. Again, the other characters played their roles, and that's the best that you could hope for. But his role was to win me the fight. So that is what he did, man. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. And if you want to see the other Kaiju number 8 in action in a scenario that features him well, make sure you click on the video on the screen right now, because he was also really good for his own reasons.